Hi everybody, welcome back to A Girl, Her Dog, and RV. This is my second video of 2019. We're going to talk about 3 different things today. One being some issues I have with my windows and how I fix them. 2, knowing how to check your tire pressure before a big trip. And 3, how to take care of your slide. Hi everybody, it's raining outside, so I thought I'd come in and do a couple little honeydews that are on my list. So when I sleep in this bed at night, if I move a little bit, I have some noise that is clanking from this metal rod right here, Riley. And it would wake me up every time that it would go clank, clank, clank. And so I got some weather stripping just like this, and I just put it around the interior of the window. You can see it just here on the sides. So now that it's on there, this piece of metal right here is not clanking against it every time I move. Well, while we're here and talking about the windows, the cold air comes in. If Riley would move out of the way, you would see that I have an extra roll here. Let's see if we can move the camera down. Just a little extra roll that keeps the air from coming in and making me very cold at night while I'm sleeping here. Some people would put reflective up, but I also like to open up the window, especially where I have a beautiful view, so I don't want to have to deal with the reflective, and I'm not sure what else to do to keep the cold air out. So leave your comments or your tips below. I'd appreciate it. So we're going to take a look at these windows. The other day when I opened them up, not on this side as much as the other side, but there's like this white film underneath, and it almost looks like salt, but I don't know why it's there or how it got there. But it's definitely making my windows stick to the vehicle itself. So when I try to open up the windows, it's you know, I really have to play with it to not break the window as I push out, but it's pretty sticky. So I'm just going to take a wet cloth and we're going to clean all the way around the inside of the windows where they touch the vehicle. Curious if I need to take a razor blade and really scrape that off. Wish I knew what that was. Yeah, I'm going to get a razor blade. Zoom in on this. Yeah, I would say that kind of resembles fiberglass, but I still have no idea. Hey, Riley! Oh, he's attacking the guy. Stop attacking people. Chasing the strangers. Okay. Last one. Okay, I think now I'm going to go back through and just kind of wipe the entire window down and call it a night. It's getting kind of late. Plus, it's my daughter's 21st birthday. We're going to go out. See you guys. Make sure you check your tire pressure while the tires are cold. I started with this, which is what most of us have for cars, but realized I need something like this because these tires require 61 PSI in each tire. So that's what we're checking now. This one isn't too bad. It was reading about 57, so I'm going to put a little bit more air in. Now onto the second stem. This one's reading about 59. was about at 57 as well. It's hard to get to them. I'm going to say it's so important that you do check your tires. It gives you better gas mileage, a smoother ride, but also helps your tires last longer. Just an easy maintenance. One other thing before I go, I just wanted you to know how I plug into a 15 amp or 110 is I have my electric coming out of here, and you can see there's a hole in the bottom that it comes through. So it allows you to shut the door and potentially lock it so no one bothers your things. So when I first plugged into 110, I had this small little adapter. You see it? And now I have this one. And it works so much better. Before, it would start popping and sometimes the electricity wouldn't even getting into the RV. And this one, every single time I plug it in, power. Look at this thing. Do you see the new one I got? Yeah, it's good. So much better. Let's talk a little bit about slides. I only have one slide on my RV, and honestly, I don't check it very often, probably not as often as I should, but at the same time, I don't use my slide very often either. Here you can see me doing a little bit of scraping. What I found was some dried grass from when it was probably parked at an RV park. Here's proof. I was just scraping it and just picking up a little bit to show you that it was dried grass, and that could really mess up the mechanism for the slide. So make sure after you scrape off any material like that, that you use a dry brush like I'm using, or a toothbrush, just to get into all those little crevices. Here I'm at a beach and I wanted to make sure there was no sand. Make sure you check both bottom slides and the ones at the top as well. If you do need to lube, make sure that you use a dry lube that you can get at any auto shop. Well, as I mentioned, I am at the beach. So I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of the morning at the beach while I listen to these beautiful waves. I got to listen to them all night long. It was just a superb place to be. This is Carpintera State Park, just south of Santa Barbara in California. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it so other people can subscribe and listen to my voice. And in the meantime, love, Lainie.